Man, let's give it up to the ladies, man. Let's give it up to Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. They are out here breaking records. Now, CNN has reported that their third game this weekend, the rematch, ticket sales are up to as much as $9,000 for the rematch. But before we get off in today's podcast, tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, the ladies are not disappointing, man. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are breaking numbers. Now, you know, the Chicago Skies and the Indiana Fever have played twice this year, and Caitlin Clark has got the best of Angel Reese in the Chicago Skies. So now, in their young WNBA career, Caitlin Clark has denied on Angel Reese 2-0. Now, you know what that game did last week when Indiana Fever beat the Chicago Skies. That was one of the largest viewerships that we've seen in the WNBA in 23 years. Now, these ladies are out here breaking records. Now, today, the Chicago Sky got a victory. Angel Reese, 7 straight game with a double-double where she posed 16 points, 18 rebounds, and got a big win over the Seattle Storm. Now, the crazy thing about that is Caitlin Clark just notched herself a great game against the Washington Mystic. Now, she put up a great stat line where she had 16 points, 12 rebounds, and got a win. And that was their 4th consecutive home victory, moving their record to 6-10. And like I stated, now if the playoffs started today, the Indiana Fever will be in the playoffs. Now, what is happening here is CNN has reported that the ticket sales are up to as much as $9,000 for this rematch this weekend in Chicago when Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark get back at it. Now, it's must-see TV, and what I said earlier, that the WNBA is doing a great job of making these two a rival. And what Angel Reese is doing, she's taking on the villain role. She's taking that villain role, and she is running with it. And it's must-see TV. Now, everybody's giving all this praise to Caitlin Clark, you know, the number 1 draft pick in this year's WNBA. She's the cash cow. She's putting fans in seats. All the Indiana Fever's home games are sold out. When she travels, people want to get a glimpse of her up close and personal to see what Caitlin Clark is all about and see what she brings to the table. She got exceptional skills. She's a flat-out baller, and she is a dog. And what, you know, people were in an uproar is when Cheryl Swoops made the comment about Caitlin Clark being a bully. Now, a lot of people don't see the things that Caitlin Clark does out on that court. And like I said, we got to stop babying Caitlin Clark. She's a grown woman now. She knows how to hold her own. She be out there chipping away, jawling, getting in people's face. She's a competitor, and she welcomes that. That's why every time when they ask her a question in the press conference, she always states, this is a contact sport. It is what it is. She welcomes that. She's not shying away from that. And just like Angel Reese said, Angel Reese will be the villain. But what it's doing is bringing people in to watch the WNBA when these two people collide, which I'm referring to as Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. When they on television, everybody's watching. I don't care what these Caitlin Clark fans say. These Caitlin Clark fans are keeping an eye on Angel Reese, as well as these Angel Reese fans are keeping an eye on Caitlin Clark. It's good for the game, man. And it sparked up some very interesting conversations. It's much talked about through the sports world. The WNBA is dominating the headlines. Caitlin Clark is dominating the headlines, as well as Angel Reese. And these two rookies are putting on a show. Now, these two rookies are the front runner for the Rookie of the Year. Since Cameron Brink went down with the ACL tear, it's a two-horse race. It's between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And me personally, I think whoever finished with the best record will get the Rookie of the Year because they're both putting up astronomical numbers as a rookie. So we got to stop saying that Caitlin Clark is dominating the WNBA as a rookie. We got to give our props to Angel Reese too. And like I said, CNN has reported that this third game, the rematch between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, has cited to be one of the most expensive tickets out there. So Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese rematch poised to be the most expensive WNBA game ever, with seats up to $9,000. Now, this weekend's rematch between basketball rivals Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is breaking more records before it even begins. Ticket prices for Clark's Indiana Fever and Reese's Chicago Skies are the most expensive for a WNBA game ever, according to TickPick, which the average hovering at around $253, 187% higher than the Skies' average purchase price of $88. Currently, the cheapest seat just to see the game is around $250, with the most expensive ticket on sale for more than $9,000. It's the third time this season that the opponents have met in the WNBA. Previous matchup have been close physical affairs between the former college rivals that have sparked national attention and record TV ratings. Now, last Sunday's game between the Fever and the Sky was the most watched WNBA game on any network in 23 years, according to CBS Sports, averaging 2.25 million viewers, peaking at nearly 3 million. The Fever won 91-83 and are 2-0 against the Sky this season. Excitement for this weekend's game is so high that ticket prices are 116% more expensive than the past season ticket for Chicago Bulls home game, which averaged 117, a TickPick representative told CNN. Clark is no stranger to boosting ratings. The NCAA women's basketball tournament title game between South Carolina Gamecock and the Iowa Hawkeyes drew nearly 19 million viewers, shattering records to become the most watched women's college basketball game ever measured by Nielsen. Clark and Reese and other high-profile players have helped the WNBA record its highest attendance opening month in 26 years, with the league recently announcing it was the most watched start of the season games ever across all 6 networks that broadcast games. People of color and young fans have tuned in to the WNBA, with the viewership growing 60% year over year among people of color, according to the league. A massive rise, particularly among Hispanics and Black audience. Man, that is crazy. So we got to give kudos to the ladies, man. They are doing their thing. They are representing both of their organizations. And we just got to tip our cap, man. We can't just say it's all Caitlin Clark, man. Angel Reese got a say in this as well. And she's doing her thing, and she's, getting these numbers as well. So basically the article from CNN, and this verifies it. This is from CNN's business page. Y'all see that? Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese rematch poised to be the most expensive WNBA game ever, with seats up to $9,000. That is insane. So like I said, man, it's just not Caitlin Clark in the headlines. Angel Reese is in the headlines too. So anytime these two get paired up, it's must-see TV. And like I stated, Angel Reese got a say in what people are watching too. So you tell me, if this wasn't Angel Reese and this was Caitlin Clark taking on somebody else, would these ticket prices be that much? Nah, because it's the Angel Reese effect as well. So you guys let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces. And remember, on your way out the door, when you put your shoes on, give this video a thumbs up.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Droppin' podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.